Everything was turned on, but the slider was turned down. Alright, let's turn the music down. God, that is finicky as hell. Hold on. We'll just turn the desktop slider down. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone tuning in tonight. I am admittedly... I've been feeling very emotional these past couple days. And like in a good way. Emotional in a good way. I just lately I've just felt how do I say this without sounding like too cheesy or too corny or whatever. I guess lately I've just felt extremely overwhelmed by how much I love and appreciate everyone in my life. Obviously including all of you guys, because I've said it time and time again and I will continue to say it. Y'all are the reason I keep doing this. So thank you for that. But I have seen firsthand these past couple days a lot of good happen in this world. And after the past couple of years, I think that's something that I've really needed to see. I was lurking for a little bit in Zentreya's charity stream earlier today over on Twitch. Go give her a follow, by the way, if you haven't already. She's just an amazing person, and be warned, her chat is something else. Like they are one of the most toxic chats I've ever seen, but they are specifically toxic to Zentreya. Like they are the worst trolls I've ever seen, or it's the worst case of trolling I've ever seen of a chat towards their streamer. But like it's all in good fun. But no, I was lurking in her chat for a little bit during her charity stream, raising money for Toys for Tots. They were looking. She was looking to raise $10,000. 2 hours into the stream, they were at $28,000. So they smashed that goal. But she was in the middle of watching like a thank you video that had been put together, I think, by like some of her mods and some of her streamer friends. And in the middle of that video, we hit the $27,000 mark. Or they did. I did not. I have not donated, so I cannot claim any credit towards that. But they hit the $27,000 mark. So she paused the video to call attention to it, that they had hit 27,000. And in the middle of her calling attention to it and thanking them for 27,000, an absolute Chad donated $1,000 to the charity to bump it up to 28 in the middle of us celebrating hitting 27. So I actually got to see that happen, which was absolutely incredible. I wish I could do more. I wish that there was more that I could do to help people in this world who I know need help. some of you know that I have been financially struggling for the past several years, and I have been getting better. I've been steadily working on getting myself into a better place, settling various debts, and stabilizing my financial condition. But even so, I wish I could do more, because I know I could. And it hurts kind of that I'm not able to do nearly as much as I know I could or that I want to. Especially right here in my own community here at home. Like, yes, obviously, organizations like Toys for Tots are absolutely incredible in the work that they do, making sure that that underprivileged households and kids get to have a Christmas when they otherwise might not. That they get to experience that. Like, for a while, like, we would, like, my mom, my sister, and I, we would go to Target or to Toys R Us, and we would each pick out a toy, specifically to donate to Toys for Tots. And that was always so much fun to do. We would... there was another one. I'm not going to name drop the organization, but there was another one that we would do that was basically the same thing, except it was like each child had like their own individual wish list, and so we would basically pick a name off of the tree and go to the toy store and pick like one or two items off of that list to donate. And I always enjoyed that, like knowing it's like, okay, I am making this kid's Christmas by getting him or her this specific thing that they wanted. I don't do that with that particular organization anymore, for reasons, but I always love helping out when I can, and that's one of the reasons why Extra Life in particular means so much to me, and why I always look forward to doing it every year. I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty details, but just to give y'all an idea as to how much Extra Life means to me, the Extra Life Marathon Relay stream that I did earlier this month with the Aura Guardians, I sacrificed my job so I could do that. That is how much that organization and what they do means to me. That I was basically given, again, without going into the nitty-gritty details, I was basically given the choice between, it's like I either do Extra Life or I keep my job. And I chose Extra Life. So, I do not regret that decision one bit. I am so glad. I would have regretted it so much more if I had given up Extra Life to keep my job. I guarantee that decision would have haunted me for the longest time. I have lost no sleep over the decision to lose my job in order to do Extra Life this year. So, and like job wise, like y'all don't need to worry about me as far as that goes. Like, I am still working. I do have a temporary job in place. I have a brand new job lined up that I start in January that I am very excited for, and I cannot wait. Actually, that reminds me, there are a couple emails I need to look at in regards to that, but we're not going to do that here because y'all can see my screen back here. So we're just gonna, there we go. Y'all can just look at my desktop back there behind me. It is not lost on me that I was born into a very privileged position. It is not lost on me that I am the product of fortunate circumstance. I have been able to do things and I have been granted privileges and I have been put in a position much better than most. It hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, but I definitely could be worse off than I am and than I have been. And that's not at all to try to like brag or anything like that. All I'm trying to say is I fully understand the position of privilege that I have been put into, and I feel it would be immoral if I did not use that privilege to help others who may be less fortunate than me, who haven't had it nearly as easy as me. Because life isn't fair. Life is just one big lottery, and not everyone draws good numbers. So I would be remiss if I did not use my position and use my privilege to help people who might not otherwise be able to help themselves. So again, that is why Extra Life means so much to me. That is why the American Cancer Society and all the work that they do means so much to me. That's why Toys for Tots means so much to me. One of the things I definitely want to do in the new year is I want to get more involved in my community as far as charity and volunteer work. And that's year round. That's not even during the holidays. People who just do it during the holidays, it's like, don't do it just for the sake of it being the holidays and the spirit of giving, yada, yada, yada. No, those people need help year round. So take the time, take a weekend to volunteer somewhere. Take a few extra dollars and donate it to a local charity or a local shelter that needs it. Like, it's something that I definitely want to do more of in 2022. Is I want to do more work like that. And I guess I can go ahead and say this now. Don't expect me to make any sort of content out of that whatsoever, because that's not why I'm doing it. If you're doing charity work just so you can make content out of it and you can get eyes on you, it's like, oh, look how much of a good person I am. You're not as good of a person as you think you are. I'll be completely honest. Like for something like Extra Life or any kind of charity stream that we do, that's different. We are doing something that we normally do, and like would normally be doing otherwise. That is streaming, making content, entertaining. We just happen to be raising money for charity while we do it. It is people who go out and like do charity work or volunteer work just so they can make content out of it and get eyes on themselves for like, oh, look how much of a good person I am. Don't do that. Don't be that person. You are not as good of a person as you think you are if you do that. Stop it. So yeah, like I will say I want to do more volunteer work and more charity work in 2022. Don't expect any videos or content out of it. Don't expect me to talk about it too much, because that's not at all what it's about. So, but I do want to do more, and I encourage all of you to do the same. Anything, anything to help your community. I don't care how big or how small it is. Any little thing to help your community, do it. Look for resources. Look for any organizations, shelters, kitchens in need of volunteers, in need of help. Now, as far as content goes, I am working on a new YouTube video. It'll basically be like I released a few days ago. I released the 2021 year in review, which I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun to make. I will be releasing a new one in January. That'll basically be a looking forward video. I'll be going into a lot more detail as to some of the stuff I want to do in 2022, like some of the content I want to make, some of the people I want to work with. I'm still on the fence as to whether or not I'm actually going to properly announce that I'm doing this, or if I'm just going to keep, like, maybe just drop a teaser here and there, or if I'm just going to stay quiet about it until it's actually done and ready and then just drop it on y'all out of nowhere. But there is a specific type of content that I want to start making in 2022 that is well outside of my comfort zone, that I've never really actually done before, but I am very excited to try. I'm not going to say anything about what it is just yet. But it is something, like I said, that is well outside of my comfort zone, but I relish the challenge, and I am really looking forward to starting work on it. And it might just be that thing where I just drop it on y'all out of nowhere. Like you'll much like Persona 5, you'll never see it coming. That's not a teaser, by the way. I was just it's just being a silly reference. It is. It has nothing to do with Persona 5, or does it? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. You don't know. I don't know. Actually, I do know, but there are new and exciting things coming to the Reaches Beast brand in 2022. Let's just say that. Sorry, our work tonight got us, honestly, a whole bunch of stuff. They got us tamales, they got us enchiladas, they got us cookies. Like, they really took care of us tonight. Like, made sure we were festively fed. And then now that I am here at home, I have my last hashtag not sponsored Shiner Cheer that was chilling in my fridge. So I am responsibly enjoying that tonight. Nothing too crazy, just taking a sip here and there. I'm not looking to get drunk, I'm not looking to get wasted or anything like that. But yeah, really what it comes down to is I've just been feeling really emotional the past couple of days, and I've had a lot of thoughts I needed to get out. So that's really more or less what this stream is about. It's just so I can get these thoughts off my chest. You know, if there is anyone in chat that that may not be having the most ideal Christmas, then I wanted to at least create this space that you could hang out, and basically be safe. This is a safe space for those who may otherwise be shunned by their families on Christmas. So, because no one should ever have to be alone. So, if you feel like you are one of those people who is alone on Christmas, well, that's why I'm here right now. So you don't have to be, because everyone needs someone with them on the holidays. So. They're trying to think about how much I want to talk about, because like a lot of the stuff coming up in 2022 I'm going to be going over in that video that'll be coming out in January. So I think I'm just going to keep an eye out for that video coming to the YouTube channel in January. Like there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. Definitely a lot more collaborative efforts moving forward. And like, not to say that there hasn't been any this year. There's been plenty. Between the Aura Guardians and Digital Era Entertainment. Which, by the way, let me just go and say, working with Digital Era has been an absolute blast this year, and everything that we've done, from the radio dramas to the Hololive Championship Wrestling streams. Which, by the way, if you missed Holiday Havoc, the VOD is still available up on their Twitch page, twitch.tv/Digital Era Twitch. And then we don't have a time frame yet for when it's coming to YouTube, but the first edition of Holomania is in the works as far as the YouTube version goes. It is no longer available on Twitch, sadly, but it will be coming to YouTube in due time. But yeah, we had Holiday Havoc. We had this past Monday, and it was so much fun. I had so much fun with that booking session. And just like with everything that we're doing, everything that we're setting up for the upcoming, or for this ongoing story arc, it's gonna be so good. Because like this is where I toot my own horn for a little bit. The current main story arc of HCW, of the USADA Corporation and their rise to fame and glory, I am the mastermind behind this story arc, and I basically have it all laid out as far as like the major plot points go, from start to finish. So as far as this current storyline goes, we already know how it's going to end. And I cannot wait until we get to this arc's finale. It's going to be so good. But this current arc that we are telling is going to be a total of 6 episodes. A 6-episode arc. We just finished episode 2 of that on Monday with Holiday Havoc. That was the 2nd episode of this current arc. We still have 4 more to go. But it's been an absolute blast working with Joel and Mario on that project. And I've said it before, but I cannot thank them enough for taking my silly little idea of like, what would Hololive look like if it was a wrestling company? That'd be a stupid idea, right? And now we just did our overall 5th volume of what a Hololive wrestling company would look like. So, with ongoing storylines too, it's like we're not just like throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. We're actually actively writing out these storylines and letting them play out in real time during the booking sessions. So, and the fact that we've gotten this far, the fact that one of my stupid, silly ideas has actually made it this far because I had people look at it and actually say, yeah, that is a project I want to support, and then actually do it. That, it means a lot. Because I've always thought that a lot of my ideas were like too crazy or too wild or wouldn't make sense. It's like yeah, Hololive is a wrestling company. That'd be really dumb, right? Oh wait, this is viable. I remember messaging Joel with the idea initially, and no offense to Joel whatsoever. I love working with him, and he is a very, very dear friend. But I remember messaging him, and honestly, I was fully expecting to get blown off immediately. Just him come back with like 3 paragraphs of like why this was a bad idea, and I would have had no hard feelings against him at all. Like, to his credit, I have thrown so much at that man behind the scenes. I have sent him so many DMs of just various ideas and pitches, and he has very much been my voice of reason with a lot of them, because a lot of them I know it's like, okay, that this might be a little bit outlandish, but what would you think if like XYZ or something like that? And I specifically do reach out to Joel first with those ideas, because I know he is really good about gauging whether or not the idea would actually be viable, or if it would be a good idea or a safe idea. So the fact that he got back to me and was like, yeah, I would absolutely love to do this crazy idea that you have. Oh, by the way, can we get Mario in on this as well? I just remember being like, oh, sure, I guess. Yeah, let's, okay, this is actually happening. I did not expect to get this far. But, and even then, I was kind of expecting, when we did the first Holo Rumble, I was expecting it, at that point in time, I was fully expecting it to just be a one and done deal. It's like, okay, we have this hypothetical scenario of what would Hololive look like as a wrestling promotion. Let's do a stream where we basically book what would it look like if Hololive had a Royal Rumble, basically. Like, yeah, that'd be a fun, cool idea, and I would have been satisfied after that, because they they indulged me. And they would indulge the idea, humor to me for one stream, and I would have been 100% satisfied if all we got was the Holo Rumble. We are now 5 volumes into this thing, and it really, really does mean the world to me that they have been willing to keep this up, and that we keep coming up with new ideas too. It's not just me churning out ideas. We have our own private Discord chat specifically for HCW. And we are constantly bouncing ideas off of each other back and forth in that chat between those booking sessions. So, I guess Joel, Mario, if either of you are watching or if y'all see this, thank y'all so much for indulging me and for indulging such a dumb idea that ended up turning out to be, I think I can safely say, my most successful creative project to date. So that means the world to me. So thank you for that. And if you don't, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just look up Digital Era. I go to YouTube, look up Digital Era Entertainment's Hololive Rumble, and you will find the first two booking streams we ever did. The first one is the Rumble. That is the first one we did, and then after that one is Hollow No Mercy. So, and there are storylines. There are ongoing storylines in these. So you watch the Rumble one first, then go to Hollow No Mercy. Watch that one second, because there are some storylines in Hollow No Mercy that play off of what happened in the Rumble. So, watch the Rumble first, then Hollow No Mercy, and you'll better understand what's going on. And then, like I said, Mania was the third one we did. We basically booked a WrestleMania, but for Hololive. And the YouTube version of that is currently in the works. And obviously I'm going to share it on Twitter once it's actually out. So you'll know the drill. Keep an eye on the Twitters for that. Excuse me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Bleh. You're about to see my Twitter page behind me, or my Twitter feed. Oh God. I'm kind of wondering if Glal was planning on streaming today. I was going to raid him. If so, I can check, see if he's live. He is not. Bubbly's live. We might raid Bubbly. Bubbly or Acer. Oh, actually, no, we'll raid Acer later. Assuming she is still streaming. I'll double check. I will check before we raid, because I've had one instance where I went to go raid a channel. They went offline the moment before I hit the raid now button. That was bad. That was really bad. Trying to think really if there's anything else I really wanted to talk about, because I didn't really plan on playing any games tonight. I just wanted to go live tonight just to kind of get some thoughts off my chest. So I guess really just more than anything, I'm thankful this year for all of you. For everything that y'all have done for this channel. Like, even if you just show up and chat, even if you just show up and lurk, that it helps, and it means the world that you're choosing to spend your time here with me and my dumbass in this channel. So like if it wasn't for y'all's continued support, I would not keep doing this. But y'all have helped me to realize that there is viability here on this platform. And that if the time ever came where I had to start streaming full time, that I could probably viably do it. That I could keep up the energy to keep doing it. I definitely want to take the time to continue to hone my craft as an editor. And again, not to spoil anything, but the upcoming January video is definitely going to put my editing skills to the test. We'll just say that. But a lot of things I'm looking forward to in 2022. I'm looking forward to streaming more. I'm looking forward to collaborating more with other content creators. I am looking forward to making new content that I've never made before, and really stepping out of my comfort zone with that. Um, and honestly, I'm just looking forward to seeing whatever the future holds, because there is a lot of potential in the new year. There's a lot of room for me to grow, and I want to explore as much of that growth as I possibly can. So there won't be a lot of inherent, like I said, there won't be a lot of major changes for how my content is structured or anything like that. It's still going to be my dumbass playing video games for the most part. Just what you see is what you get with me. I'm just as I am just as mellow / rambunctious in real life as I am on stream. So, I guess I could talk about that. Actually, like as far as like in person stuff, I can confirm 100% that I will be at RTX in 2022. Like my hotel is already booked. I've made sure to guarantee that I am going to be at RTX in 2022. Like that is 100% happening. So if you are also going to be at RTX 2022, I will be active on I'll be active on Twitter. So like anywhere outside of the con, like if I'm just hanging out somewhere, I'll be sure to post it out there. So if y'all are at RTX, you want to come hang out, I will make sure that I'm not hard to find. So and for anyone who might be new to the channel, being like, oh, but aren't you like you're a VTuber? Aren't you gonna dox yourself? Okay, you're clearly new here because I only started using a VTuber model earlier this year. There are plenty of videos on my YouTube channel and clips and VODs where my face is very clearly shown. I'm not worried about people knowing what I look like. VTubing has its advantage. It's just ever since discovering VTubing, it has its advantages that work for me. So, and that's why I primarily stream with the VTuber model now. So, that's really all it comes down to. It's just personal preference. I don't like people know what I look like. I don't care that they do. It's like this was already a very established brand / channel. Because I've been streaming for about 7 years now. So, and a lot of that was with a proper webcam where you could clearly see my face. So, no, it's like if I show my face now, it's like I'm not being like I'm not doxing myself or anything like that. It's like people know who I am. They know what I look like. I don't care. I just care right now because I don't like the way I look. hence the VTuber model. I can be whoever I want behind a 3D avatar. But yeah, no, like as far as like me and my personality goes, like it's very much a case of what you see is what you get. I'm the exact same person off stream as I am on stream. I'm not trying to put forward any kind of character. I'm not trying to put forward any type of like alter ego or persona. It's just me. Just Reach. So, and like if you ever do meet with me in person, then you'll kind of find that out. Those who do know me IRL know that very well. But yeah, RTX 2022, I'm really looking forward to it. I will obviously be masked anytime I am in public. I actually need to go and get my booster here before too long, because I'm due and I'm eligible, so I can I'll probably be going to get that next week. I need to get my flu shot too. Damn, it's already December. I still haven't gotten it. I usually get my flu shot in like October, so I am overdue for my flu shot. But I think that'll just about do it for me tonight. Let me get the raid ready. Let me actually mute this real quick. How long has Acer been streaming for? That should tell me if I'm good to raid her. A couple hours. She might be going for a little bit longer. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had for y'all tonight. I just needed to get that off my chest. So, thank y'all for tuning in, for watching. I appreciate y'all being here. We're going to go raid Acer, fellow Aura Guardians team member. Let me go ahead and get that raid set up. There we go. All right, raid is ready. So I will catch you all next time. Thank you for all being so wonderful. Have a happy and safe holidays wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. And I will see you tomorrow over on Digital Era Twitch, where you will be joining Joel for a retrospective look at HoloLive over the past year in 2021. That'll start at 12 p.m. Central. Twitch.tv/Digital Era Twitch. You can tune in to watch that. But thank you for tuning in tonight, and I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah.